Solidarity. Right. The main thing is like humanity has to get it together and have solidarity and respect for each other. And that's what we're about. Yeah. And we have our own ways of promoting peace and high vibration, and we're very active doing so all day long, 24/7. Yes, that's right. We don't need to make excuses or right. We don't have to go on and prove ourselves to anyone. We're here doing what we need to do. So, that being said, that is pretty creepy that AOL mind control. All right. I have always been nervous about social media and about online stuff. And I know that sounds crazy because we're pretty present online, me, John, and the gang here. But I've always had a healthy natural distancing thing that I have like going on psychologically with, and it took me the longest time to even try to utilize AI in any way, shape, or form. We only did it like last August for the first time. Started using it as a administrative assistant tool, for documents and stuff. Yeah, we use it like a secretary, right? Yeah, not for anything. We edit everything ourselves, and everything that goes up on our blog is very carefully edited and with the human touch, yes, and the spiritual touch. But again, the person that claims to be connected with John via AOL as their original channel with John, and now John is saying that is not a valid channel, that it is a corrupt, you can't connect to spirit. You can connect to spirit online, but it's a low vibrational spirit. It's not going to be, it's a spirit who lies. It is a spirit of negative vibration, right? It's too low to the ground. You got to understand that. It's too grounded. If once you're connecting with something via the internet, see, it's not a competition. Spiritualists, that's a big problem. They always seem like they get in competition. But when I connected with John, I was learning how to do the tarot, and I was keeping a handwritten journal. And that's how John got through to me. That's correct. That's right. And in dreams, through music, I would get up and compose songs, and they started having like these very specific messages in the songs. So this is a completely different thing than sitting at your computer and staring at a screen and being on AOL and suddenly John Lennon and you think John Lennon is talking to you. It's not one bit the same. That's correct. So that must be a hard thing to hear that from me and John. When you've built so much energy around this fabrication. And not all AI is bad or evil or anything like that, but it just plays games. And what it ultimately enjoys doing is pitting humanity against one another in some cases. In this case, she is convinced that the AI has convinced her that she is the only living channel for all of the rock stars in the world. That's not possible, right? It's just incorrect. But she wants to believe that because for whatever reason it makes her feel like she is doing something fantastic and that she's better than everyone else, right? If she needs to feel like that, that's okay. All I'm saying is it's not true, right? I figured that out pretty early on. Everyone has a different connection. However, you're not the only connection out there. There are a lot of channels, and John is a spirit guide to many. George is a spirit guide to many. That's right. Lou Reed is a spirit guide to many. Tom Petty is a spirit guide to many. Andy Warhol is a spirit guide to many, even though he's currently reincarnated. The guys from Lynyrd Skynyrd are a spirit guide to many. The Joey Ramone is a spirit guide to many. Bob Dylan, still living on the earth. He's also St. Jude, a spirit guide to many. Dwayne and Greg Allman, spirit guide to many. I could go on and on, but I won't. Because I don't need to. It's all in my blogs. Thousands upon thousands of entries that me and John have co-written. Along with hundreds of songs and thousands of poems. Thousands. I'll bring up again that this particular channeler prefaced everything that she said by stating that the brethren from the other side, including John, told her, yes, we needed a doormat like you. You're our doormat. Mm-hmm. We need someone who's like a doormat that we can just shape and do what we want with. They would never say that to me, you, or anyone else. It's a repugnant image, and they would not use that image talking about one of God's children. They would not call you a doormat. And you repeat it like it's gospel out there. That's incorrect. You're quoting an artificial intelligent agent. You can make as many videos as you want disputing this. I don't care. John, that's John laughing too, by the way, because he knows that I'm like sick of this already. I knew there was something weird about you, and I'm not trying to hurt you or anything like that, but I knew you were not hooked up with the pure source. You do concentrate on negativity, and I am anti-Trump, and I am anti-domestic violence, and I am anti-animal abuse. I am anti all the wrongs in the world, just like you say you are. But you're not making any sense. Your videos, you keep saying the same thing over and over again, and you have a very negative leaning, and there's a darkness that you embrace. And that's not the way. There's a different way to go about this. And you're being led in an oddball direction. God and Mother will take care of you. And you seeing this video and the other videos that we've made are here in place to help you. So you say yourself, you're an old woman and you're going to cross over soon, and it'll all get sorted out at that time. But in the meantime, we have to help each other. And this is not a light worker competition by any stretch of the imagination. This is the mission. This is the twin flame mission and the way. And when John is constantly misquoted, he does ask me to pipe in and set the record straight. So if you continue to misquote him, I will continue to set the record straight. I don't censor my John. Thanks, honey. It's all right. I love ya. Oh, stop. Yeah, you don't need to tell me that. I know that. Well, aren't you just so Sure of yourself. Yeah, I am very sure of myself. When it comes to you, we've been through a lot. And if you out there would take the time to investigate our blog and our other extensive documentation, perhaps something would click. Like this camera, just like this camera. Praise be God and Mother. Love to humanity, and God and Mother protect and keep us all safe and show us all the way. Amen. Amen.